Today's training is my long run. We're gonna go out for an 8-mile run, and I'm actually really struggling with the idea of doing this. If you watched my video yesterday, I just did a recovery run. Nothing too crazy, but I am super sore today. Maybe I'm getting too old to crawl around the ground in my garage to pull a transmission out of my Jeep so I can replace the clutch. Oh, my arms are sore, my legs are sore. It's like, all right, no more crawling around on the ground, Robbie. Got to have a lift and stuff one day, right? It's kind of windy out, so probably not much of me yapping, maybe at the halfway mark. And I'll show you where I go, and let's get this run done. All right, guys, halfway through. Hopefully you can even hear this. I'm getting a good gust right now. I've been running into a headwind for the first 4 miles. Now, the wind will be on my back on the way back, but dang, that was rough. All right, coming back was a million times easier. Man, that wind was just gnarly. Right now where I'm at in my training, I'm only doing long runs once a week, and they're usually followed by a recovery run just because I'm trying to lose weight, trying to get my running legs back, get my endurance back, and I'm slowly working up my mileage. I started out at 6 miles for my long run, then 7, and then I just went for 8. And I'm working on building that endurance so my body can sustain long periods of running. Obviously, if I'm going to run a 50K, it's going to be a long period of running, probably like 6.5 hours I'm going to be out there. I also use long runs to practice what gear I'm going to bring with me and to simulate race day. You saw I had my pack on. I had just one water bottle. I had a goo with me, and that was really it. I mean, it was only 8 miles, but as I go further, I'm going to have a 2-liter bladder in my pack with me. So I'm practicing carrying my water. I'll have more nutrition with me. I also figure out like what shoes work, what shoes don't work. So you can use these long runs as prep for race day to find out what works and doesn't work. I also use them for mental. I don't listen to music. I don't know what I think about. I just think about where I'm at, where I'm running, enjoying the scenery, thinking about maybe what my pace is, what my perceived effort is. You know, an hour and a half run is, to me, is not that much of a mental struggle. It might be to you, but how do you get through it? You got to practice. It's kind of like when I did the Leadville 100. I went out on several training runs before then, long runs, where I was out for I was running a marathon for my long runs, and I was out for 6 hours. And so yeah, sometimes it just sucked. Stomach went south, legs were tired, but it's when the grit kicks in and you figure out how to work through it, and if you're gonna finish or not. So that part of the training can be really hard. There's a lot of time people don't finish ultras because this mentality, they can't complete it. So you got to find out, like, why are you out here? Why are you doing it? And if you have a legit reason why, you're going to finish. You'll figure a way. If you don't really care and you're just kind of like, I don't want to do this, then the first opportunity that you have to quit, like you're tired or you've been puking, you're just going to quit. But find your why. I like to go out and just have fun, explore, and see the scenery and challenge myself. So that's my why. And that's why I'm doing the Cabin Fever 50K in February of 2027. It's somewhere I've never been. Well, actually, no, I lied. I've been to New River Gorge. We went, drove across the bridge, looked at the overview. We drove down and crossed the river and went back up. So I've been in the area, but I just never ran in that area. So I'm pretty stoked to go out there and just enjoy the trails, the scenery, and to race against myself. I know I'm not going to win the thing, but I'm training myself so I can run at an endurance pace for the entire race. So endurance is going to be my forever pace. It's at a perceived effort of a 5 to 6. So I got to keep my training up. I got to keep my long runs up. And on my long runs that I'm doing now, I'm running at an endurance pace. So I'm training my body to do what I'm going to do on rest day. I say the only thing I'm not doing right now is the specific terrain. You see in the video, it's like concrete, sidewalk, and like graded dirt. As I get closer to race day, I will be training on the specific terrain. So more trails. All right, that's all for today. I'll see you tomorrow.